Right, it's not often we get to share some good news in this country. Sinegugu Magutshwa's story has been an inspiration to many. I'm joined now by Nkosana Thobela, the Executive Director at Broad Pool of Ideas. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. You have expressed some form of interest in Sinegugu's achievements. Talk to us about what inspired you to want to make a contribution and a difference to the 23-year-old's life.
Good evening, Paul, and good evening to the for having us. Paul, you know, it is very rare to come across a story like this. What I mean by rare, you know, there's a lot of students that are struggling. There's a lot of students who do not have money to go to school. But in this instance, here is a child who had an opportunity to go to school, used it, and got 21 distinctions under very difficult conditions. Now, that's very heroic stuff. She's a heroine. So when we came across her story, we were seriously touched by her story, like we are touched by many other cases, almost similar to this one, or similar to this one for that matter. Then we thought to ourselves, let's take up this challenge when we heard that Sinegugu does not have money. She's already registered for her honors, but does not have money for tuition. Then we thought to ourselves, a heroine like this, why would anyone allow a situation where talent like this goes to waste? So we came together as the BPI Foundation and the patrons of the BPI to say, what do we do? And surely we'll try to do for many others, but what do we do in this case? This is a very special case. So we were able, as the BPI, to come up with at least 40,000 rands for now to put towards her tuition for her honors studies. That's where we are at the moment. Yeah. And we wish, actually, let me rather say, we intend to encourage her to study further, even do her master's, even raise tuition for that.
That's incredible. In fact, we have her on the line now. She joins us. Sinegugu Magutshwa joins us now. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Sinegugu. We have on the one end the director of the Broad Pool of Ideas, Nkosana Thobela, saying that as a foundation, they want to donate so far 40,000 rand towards furthering your studies. What's your reaction to this?
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, good evening to you, Mr. Thobela. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for finding this help, because I remember I did apply for funding NRF, but I was rejected. I thought NRF would fund me because they said they need an average of 75%, and I got an average of more than 75%, but I was rejected. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, for the help that Mr. Thobela is granting me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And I don't know if you also caught the other part of the conversation where he was saying that they would encourage you to study further and will also make some contributions towards you studying, even towards masters. How does that feel?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I would love to further my studies. Yeah. I would love to further my studies, because I was thinking of pausing. Maybe I was thinking of doing masters, but due to financial crisis, I was thinking, no, I should just try and get a job and focus on working. But then if they are offering such an opportunity, I'm very happy.
Yeah. And also, perhaps let me speak to you, Nkosana, just in contributing here and assisting and committing on live television to making an impact in a young woman's life who has really come out at the top of her class, despite the odds stacked up against her. What would you say, perhaps to her as she's listening, was the one element that really stood out here when it comes to a person who's persevering and really hoping to do a lot more for herself after suffering, you know, the humiliation of having a child and not being lauded by society for what had happened in her life.
It's quite encouraging, and I think a lot of girls, because you've referred to pregnancy, teenage pregnancy, it will encourage a lot of kids who go through similar situations to appreciate that that is not the end of the road. You can still bounce back if you're determined, you are disciplined, you decide and choose otherwise, you can go very far in life. And Sinegugu is a shining example that speaks to that. But let me add, Mpo, by just saying that, you know, as the BPI, we are truly grateful for patrons who give generously to causes such as this and other worthy causes. People like Sandile Zungu, Mtate Mashudo Ramano, and so forth. These are people who carry us and make sure that we are able to assist in a lot of worthy causes. This is just but one of them, a very special one for that matter for us. Yeah, but we are truly grateful that there are patrons, there are South Africans who open up their wallets, who open up their hearts to assist organizations like ourselves to fulfill our mandate. Amongst other things, this is one of them.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us, both Sinegugu Magutshwa as well as Nkosana Thobela, who is the Executive Director of the BPI Foundation, making a commitment here to really bettering a young, determined woman's life. Thank you both for your time. Wishing you all the best.